Guys, we can get everybody's attention. We're going to go ahead and get started with today's festivities. You know, National Signing Day is probably one of my favorite days of the year, if not my absolute favorite, because what it is, it's about giving kids the chance to advance. It's about giving kids the chance to chase their dreams. It's about letting them feel what it's like to go chase something that we've all wanted our whole life. I'm a product of that. I lived it and I understand what it can do. You know, the great thing is there's a lot of support cast in here. There's five young men that are going to be up here today, but it's about much more than just those five. There's teammates, there's family members, there's teachers, coaches, family friends, team doctors, pastors, and that's what makes, in my opinion, extracurriculars, but athletics especially, so important. It's way bigger than today. It's way bigger than a win-loss record. It's way bigger than anything. It's about the things that will always go unrecognized that makes our games so special. Okay? We want to turn this thing over to our first signee today, and his coach is going to present him right now. I want to bring up Coach Dusty Allen and let him start the day off.
How about that? Can you hear me now? Awesome. Again, my name is Dusty Allen, and I'm the boys cross-country coach here at Jeff Davis High School. Our sport's a little bit different. Our sport is not really going against each other, and they want me to do this instead, they said. So we're going to go like this now. So again, I am the cross-country coach here at Jeff Davis High School. We are a young program. We've only been in existence for 7 years now. And this is a momentous occasion for the cross-country team. This is the first boy athlete from the cross-country program we've ever had go somewhere to run the next level. Very similar to the way Coach Helton said, it's something they've been striving for forever. Since they're little kids, whatever their sport is, whatever their thing they're into, they've been doing it since they were a little kid. And with Briley Reyes, it's running. Since 6th grade, he's been running. And he's been working on it and trying to get better, just like every athlete that is signing today. But again, our sport's a little different that's all he does is run. And as you get better and as you get older, you progress and get able to get faster. And that's what Briley did. This senior season, he ran a 17:16 in a 5K, and he was able to be the region champ, overall region champ, as a cross-country runner for Jeff Davis High School. Again, he set records. He helped the team finish 4th in the state. We finished 4th the 3 out of his 4 years of high school. We finished 4th in the state, in a large part thanks to Briley Reyes. So again, at this time, we're going to call Briley up. Is that what we'll do? Yes, we'll call Briley Reyes up. He's going to sign to run next year with Brudit Parker. So Briley, if you will, come on up. Again, senior Briley Reyes.
All right, guys, next up, we're going to ask Matt Glass to come to the stage. As he makes his way up, I'm going to steal the mic from his daddy for a second because I'm proud of Matt. He played for me for 4 years too. And I'm just proud of the young man he is. Come on up, cuz. Don't be shy. All right? And I'm proud of the way his commitment to being a dual sport athlete at Jeff Davis High School is a hard thing to do. And his commitment to that, I'd like to think, has helped him along the way. Matt, sit at the middle table. We're going to bring your cake up, bring your hat. We're going to give the mic to your dad.
Thanks, Coach. All right, I'll try not to turn into Dick Vermeil right here. Some of y'all won't get that. I need a good one. Look, this has been a long process. I think one thing that has really helped Matthew, I'm going to kind of piggyback what Coach Helton said, was he learned and developed so much during his time during football. Because football, by its nature, is not easy. And just your easiest day at practice is a really tough day. And by the fact that it's not easy and you have to fight through a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's weather, sometimes it's the guy across from you, sometimes it's, you never know what. But you have to fight through. And baseball kind of is a game where you're going to fail way more than you succeed. And being able to fight and learning how to fight and handle adversity is what's going to give you a chance to be a good baseball player. And I think he learned a lot of that from football. And I appreciate Coach Helton and his staff and the football program. I told Matthew after Reagan County that he was so fortunate to be able to come through all of his football years through a program like ours. Because I came through a program that was right the opposite. And it was bad. And I learned nothing. And I was happy our football season was over. When Matthew came through, I knew what he was going through. And he was devastated when it was over. And I really appreciate Coach Helton and his staff for that. That is so big for an athlete to develop that kind of mindset. Now, with that being said, with baseball, Matthew's been chasing this for a long time, and I told him, you know, just because I went through and played baseball in high school and a little bit in college, that he didn't need to feel obligated to do that. That was going to be 100% his decision. If he wanted to go be a florist and grow flowers, I may not like it, but I'd support it, you know. But he wanted to do what he wanted to do, and he wanted to chase this baseball thing, and he's been chasing it for a long time. And I'm glad that he was able to find a spot to land. COVID really played a lot of havoc with baseball recruiting. There was a lot of spots that were unavailable because the NCAA granted all these extra years of eligibility, and it was hard to find a spot. And for Matthew to just keep fighting through that part of it was big on his part. I'm very proud of him, the player he is, the teammate he is, and the person that he's becoming. And I want to let him know, and all you guys that are signing today, there's going to be days, no matter what your sport is, and I know Coach Helton can speak for this because he's went through it and I went through it. There's going to be days where you're absolutely going to think there ain't no way on this earth I can do what they're asking me to do. Okay? And there may not be no way that you can do what they're asking you to do, but they want to see that you're willing to try to do what they're asking you to do. And just go until you can't go no more. Look, there's a lot of guys that's came before you that has been through it and done that, and you can do exactly the same thing. You just got to be willing to, when they say to run through that wall, don't let the wall push you back. You just got to run through the wall and just keep running. And okay, what's next? That's what you got to do. And it's hard, but you can do it. And very proud of you, Matthew, and your accomplishment here. And let this be a stepping stone. There's going to be a lot of doors that are going to open for you on the field, off the field. I was a guy who didn't get on the field very much. I wasn't very good. But I was able to experience the college experience and be on a team that was able to win 2 national championships, and it opened some doors for me, allowed me to meet some people to keep me in the game. And I would not be where I'm at if it wasn't for Jacksonville State, Rudy Abbott, and all the people there. So same opportunities will present themselves to all you guys, and make the most of this opportunity. You don't get many chances to do this, so make the most of your opportunity. Proud of you, love you, buddy.
All right, Tyson, pull your stopwatch out. An hour. That's all I got on the mic. Cut me off at an hour. All right? Listen, guys, I am so appreciative of everybody being up here today. High school athletics in general are extremely important. It seems like yesterday, I was sitting up here at this table, and Miss Helton was my high school girlfriend taking pictures. And it's safe to say I think she got the best deal out of that day. I think that she's the one that really got the best letter of intent. But in all reality, man, I'm so proud of these guys. Each one of these guys have a different story. I think that's what high school athletics is about. I think that everybody feels like the three of these guys, or Matt Glass or Bradley Reyes, are a cookie cutter image. And it's the story that makes signing day special. When I think of Mayan Conaway, the word of his story is adversity. Mayan had bumps in the road along his high school career. Had bumps in the road. And to overcome those bumps in the road and to be where he is today says a lot about his character. It says a lot about his maturity. And the ability to go sign a Division I football scholarship. Nobody can ever take that away from him. What he also understands is it's not about himself. When I think about C.J. Parker, I think the word that describes C.J. to me is chance. C.J. took a chance on the game of football 2 years ago. Was a great young player coming up, and I just couldn't find a way to get him to put a helmet on. And all of a sudden, 2 years ago, he gives it a chance. And I do believe if you put the mic in front of him, he feels like the game has changed him. And I'm appreciative of that. And when I think about Nate Lewis, I get a little bit emotional. Nate's mine, right? I'm everybody's head coach. But Nate has to take me on during individual drills and everything every day. But when this senior class got up here, I see Tyson right there. I see some other guys, Dalton Sellers in the senior class. There was a group of guys, a core in this senior class, when we watched them as puppies in the 8th grade, that we said, yep, this guy has got a chance to be special. And I'll sit here and I'll be honest with you. Nate will tell you. Nate wasn't in that conversation as a puppy. But I've seen what this kid has done for 4 years, and I think it's important for everybody out here to understand this. You can go through adversity like Mayan Conaway and come out on the right end. Life's about chances, and you take a chance on something like C.J. Parker did, and it can change your life. And it ain't about where you start, like in the story of Nate Lewis. It's about where you finish. There's bumps along the way, and there are things that you go through, but that is what athletics in general can do for you. And I'm proud to say that's what Jeff Davis Athletics can do for you. Enough of the sappy stuff, right? Enough of all that. It's about these three young men. And we're going to come through and one by one allow them to tell you where they're going and allow them to grab the microphone for a second before we put the pen to the paper. So I'm going to walk out here to Mayan first. Mayan's recruitment has been interesting, right? It's been interesting. Mayan's recruitment started with a viral video in the weight room. And what it has turned into is the ability to go play at a fine institution. And I want to let him explain that to you, thank everybody, and tell you where he's going.
First off, look around and see everybody that's here, a lot of familiar faces. I just want to thank you all, my family, my friends, my teammates, and the Jeff Davis community as a whole. A lot of people in here have shaped me and molded me into the man I am today, sharpening me and making me the fine young man I am today. Like Coach Justin said, I've been through a lot of adversity. I've had my mental state tested a lot of times. One thing about it, I ain't folded. I'm still here. It's been a pretty long process. It's been a long 4 years. I can't thank each and every one of you enough. Like, who knows how my high school career would have been if it wasn't for Coach Huff and all the other coaches, Jeff Davis community. And I just want to thank you all.
Tell everybody where you're going to play football.
I'm going to play at Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Next up is a man of few words, and he's even got fewer words today because he's battling strep throat. So family, I've been instructed to thank you for him today. Okay? He done got a shot in the tail today, had a breathing treatment. He ain't feeling good, but he's here. Played basketball last night, and he was up at 7 o'clock this morning signing those papers. But C.J. Parker, his recruitment has kind of happened in a flash. He was being recruited by South Alabama. He was being recruited by Tennessee Chattanooga. And he took a visit to Kennesaw State. And he knew right away that's where God was, that was his plan for C.J. Parker. C.J. is going to play football at Kennesaw State University. He wanted me to thank his family, his coaches, basketball teammates, football teammates, and the town of Jeff Davis, because like he said, when guys counted this guy out along the way, he found a way. And C.J., let me speak for everybody when we say, man, we're proud of you as well, okay? Kennesaw State. Big nasty. Nate is a young man that, like we said, everybody knows about here. I want to give him a chance to take the mic, explain his process, thank people, and tell everybody where he's going to be attending school.
How y'all doing? I'm Nate Lewis. I'm going to Georgia Southern University in Statesboro. And my journey's been a little rough because I came in on JV. You know, nobody knew who I was. I wasn't even a guard. I was a tackle. And then all I'm going to say is you put in the work and it's going to pay off. All I got to say, thank you, Jeff Davis.
All right, guys, there's a folder in front of you. If you'll open up that folder, we're going to sign our national letters of intent. Each of you have a hat, a shirt. Once you sign those documents, put those on, let's show it off to everybody. All right, boys, put on the headgear, let's go. Give them another round of applause. What a great time to be a guy. You know, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Family, friends, community of Jeff Davis, thank you for coming out today. You know, there are young men, young girls in this community that dream of wearing the 16 at Jeff Davis. They dream of being the catcher for the Jeff Davis baseball team. They dream of being the point guard on our basketball team. And I appreciate each one of you five today for allowing those young people to continue to dream and continuing to believe we can accomplish whatever goal we want to right here in Hazelhurst, Georgia. I appreciate each one of you from more than you know. Guys, we're going to take pictures behind. You guys hang out. We got cakes. You know, CJ said nobody's getting his. He's taking his home. So, you know, family, y'all have to show up at his mama's house to get some of that, but I think Nate will share. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. When you're wearing Navy, you're as good as gold. Go Jack.